Today we're going to look in on a sales presentation from the office, through the models, to the home site and back. Now there's no perfect presentations you can memorize because each individual customer makes it different. Now I'll pop in from time to time to point out some specific skill sets that make this process easily lead to a closing. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Welcome to Picket Fences. I'm Jim and...
I'm Rita.
Rita.
Hi, I'm Don.
Don, how are you? Come on in.
Okay.
Man, it's hot out there today.
Yeah.
Can I get you water or something?
I'm good, you?
I'm good for now.
Okay.
Thanks,
well, have a seat.
Okay.
So you're out house hunting.
Right.
Tell me about that.
Well, we've been going to various communities and saw this one, thought we'd stop in.
All right. A good agent will always help his clients get comfortable and then let them tell their story. This is usually referred to as the greeting or the approach. Notice that Jim didn't offer price sheets, brochures, or registration card, or go on some feature-dumping diatribe. First and foremost, he's trying to find out their true motivation as soon as possible. A personal connection is always the best. Open-ended questions like, why are you moving, or what's making you consider a new home are great ways to start. And of course, you're always going to want to ask how they found you, so you can put that on your traffic sourcing for your visitor card.
Well, we have a small condo and we need more space.
Okay.
We've been looking for a while, but we've heard there are some good deals now.
All right, you come to the right place. Let me have you fill out our visitor information card. Okay. That way we can keep in touch with you and communicate about our homes. And while you're filling that out, I'll get you a price sheet and a brochure. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Notice some specific things that just happened. Jim didn't use the word registration when getting information. Email and internet have made registration a bad word. Our salesperson knows that by not hovering over Don and Rita, they're more likely and willing to complete the information card. All right, how are you two doing? Here, let me give you a brochure and a price sheet are in there. Maybe I can just kind of answer a couple of these questions for you because I know this is a lot of information. How long have you been looking for a new home?
Just a
Forever.
weekend.
Okay, he's done and you're just getting started. That's okay. Hey, listen, I'm going to help you out. Before we jump in with questions, can I just kind of give you a 30-second overview of the community?
Sure.
Does that work? Okay. Great things about our community. Number one, all the schools are going to be brand new. That's always great for a community and its value. Also, all the shopping between us and the freeway is going to be brand new. So not only is it new, but it's a break between us and the freeway. And for public transit, the ACE train is going to be just down the street.
Well, that sounds okay, but what about the incentives you're offering right now?
I think the greatest incentive that people are finding to move here, especially families, is because of the big square footage and that we're this close to the freeway.
I think she means deals. What kind of deals are you offering?
Oh, okay. Let's look at it this way. Let's go take a look at the homes, and if you find one, and we figure that could be really an opportunity today that could fit, then we, of course, would be willing to make a financial contribution to make that happen. Let's go take a look. Two interesting things just happened. Jim quickly summed up the unique things about his community without getting dragged into the usual what square footage are you looking for banter. That they can hear from a mediocre salesperson down the street. Jim obviously knows what the customer's looking for when they set incentives. He's just not going to be drawn in, and he certainly isn't going to talk special discounts until they've actually seen the homes. The key words he's using, like opportunity and contribution, set the tone. Okay, while we're walking, I'm going to ask you some questions so we can kind of narrow down your search to find the perfect home. And I promise you that we'll answer all your questions, and I'll make sure that after today you can stop driving around. How does that sound? During the walk to the models, our sales guy is asking open-ended questions about how many will live in the home, financial ability, specific buyer home requirements, and what their time frame might be. There's many paths to go in qualifying, but he started off on the right foot by discovering their motivation first. Their current home is too small, and they're confident with 2 jobs they can do it. They have communicated that they are buyers. Now all he needs to do is to match them with the right home. He's using assumptive language all the time, as if the fact that they will purchase is a foregone conclusion. Now you can see how on a day like this, you're really going to be thankful the air conditioning is dual zone, so there's a unit for each floor,
And that way the house isn't competing with itself. It's always really easy to maintain, cool in the summer, warm in the winter. Let's go take a look at that kitchen.
Okay.
So you mentioned that the kitchen was your favorite room, Rita. How does this compare to the kitchen you have now?
Well, it actually is a kitchen. Our kitchen in our condo is so small it was an afterthought.
Alrighty. Kitchen is great. Good. And all these great appliances you see? Everything included. Nice?
Nice.
Yeah. This island, by the way, a little bit bigger than my first apartment. Okay, Don. Rita's kind of been driving this bus a little bit, and you and I talked about finding room for your jet skis, right? Now, nobody ever really goes and looks there, but we do a great job in the garage. So I want you to see it. Come on.
Our agent's taking their needs into consideration when he demonstrates. He's also making sure he's including both parties in his presentation. Even though Rita's asking most of the questions, he's making sure Don is part of the process and also that he's connected to the home. Enthusiasm about his great product is just seeping out of him. You feel like he is personally proud of what he has to offer.
Nice.
I like the space for the tandem. Lets me store some stuff and still have space for the two cars.
Now, okay, this is where you two are going to have to duke it out, though, because I know what you might like better. You can keep the tandem, or you can add that space to the inside of your home and you get the super family room and it extends this room. Now, I have one of those available that can close in 45 days. This is one of those contribution opportunities I talked about, okay? If you can move quickly, we're going to reward you financially for making it happen. But you guys have to decide, bigger garage or more space inside.
Throughout the models, our agent's asking questions about what the most important features are and what they can do without. The task of narrowing has begun. He's also already planted the seed about a home that has a quick close and may be the home that meets their deal requirements. Win-win is already on the horizon. As they go through the models, our agent will be pointing out unique features of this community as they move from model to model. What he's trying to determine is which home obviously meets as many of their needs as possible while still staying in their price range.
Well, before we go back, we're going to have to pick one, though. So if you're going to pick a favorite, which one would you choose?
Well, I guess it'd be the manor house, the third one.
Woo, me too. I was wondering what you were going to say.
Okay, now, and the manor house has the big three we wanted, right? We get the kitchen island, okay? We get the tandem garage space you wanted, but it has the big family room, so we don't have to give it up. And then it has that downstairs bedroom you can use as a guest quarters.
It's really more than we wanted to spend, though. I'm a little worried about qualifying.
Okay, that's okay. What we want to do is make sure that you get the house you want. And this is one of those homes I can help you on financially that we talked about because it's ready to move within 60 days. Because you make that quick choice, we can help you. We can take some money off the price. We can help you with one of our great financing programs. Key is this: don't settle. Get the home that you want. And then we'll knock ourselves out to make that process go smooth. Let's go take a look at the street you're going to live on, okay?
Okay.
There's a lot of soft closing taking place right now. You know, they're part of the process because Jim has been listening, but he still has the agenda for what should happen next. A buyer wants to get their questions answered, but likes a salesperson that knows what to do next. Going out on site starts to solidify for the customer where their home will actually be. It now becomes more personal than the models and leads to ownership type of language. Our agent gets another chance to talk about all the nice attributes of the community on the way to the site. He obviously knows what homes are available, what stage of construction they're in, and how they'll look when he arrives. This is where the pictures get painted and the buyer begins to imagine themselves in their home.
Covered a lot of bases today. And this is your favorite house. Has the cabinets you like. And you could live here in 8 weeks. And I know you're nervous about financing. If I can find a way to make this financially fit you both comfortably, could we go ahead and take it off the market today?
Wow, I don't know. We haven't looked at many homes yet. But don't get me wrong, I like this house.
How long do you want to look?
I just want to make sure, that's all.
Looking for a home is really stressful until you decide.
I don't know. Do you think this is a good deal?
Living in the home that you like is always the best deal. If you got a great financial package, but you didn't like the house, would you want to put up with that for 30 or 40 years? Let's make this happen. Can we get started?
I like it.
I know, me too.
I want it.
I know, me too.
All right, let's go back and get the agreement started.
Okay.
No one said a decision to buy a home would be easy. Our salesperson patiently waited out these clients without rushing them. He was specific in his request, though. They knew that deciding to buy was the next step. They'd covered a great deal of their questions during the selling process. It became obvious, not only to the agent, but to our clients Don and Rita, it was time to buy.
All right, finished all the paperwork. Here's what's going to happen. In the next 3 days, I'm going to turn this over to our mortgage company, so you're going to hear from Trish. I've got to get you into the design center right away so you guys can pick out some of your flooring. I'm going to be with you every step of the way. Excited?
Yeah, I'm so glad we did this. I really like it.
I like that she likes it.
All right, it's great getting to know you too. Thanks. And I'm excited because the countdown to your new home starts today.
There's lots of ways to get folks from the sales office to the models and back. Getting them to the actual contract table is a result of a great job of starting the journey well and following through. Personal involvement early makes asking the tough questions at the end more comfortable. The best part? Having a chance to change families' lives with a new home. It just doesn't get much better than that. And what do you think about our sales guy, huh? I think he just might make it.